I don't quite understand. They just showed up out of the blue. Well, did anyone make an announcement? Did anyone send word ahead? They just arrived here. I understand that, darling, but well, let's be fair, it is a little odd. When I called, not a one of them answered. But now, clear out of the blue, nobles show up at my castle. You have to agree that's a bit odd. Well, were I not such a forgiving man, I'd think that there was something wrong. Perhaps they're not ready to take this little tiff to the next level. Well, I promised you I would hear them out, didn't I? Isn't that enough? I'm the king. Why do I have to play by their rules? Fine, fine, fine. I want it on the record, though, that I think this entire bit of theater is, well, how would the commoners put it? Horse shit? I think that's what they say. Because, again, when I called, not a one of them answered. Now I'm just expected to drop everything I'm doing, all of the work I'm putting in, and this is what I get? They showed up without an invitation, not me. I didn't waltz into their castles, I didn't storm their keeps. They showed up unannounced and told me, their king, to drop everything I was doing. That's just rude. I know, I have to play nice. You've told me as much. Well, you were quite convincing when you told me. I won't lie to you about that. And I do love it when you're convincing. I promise I'll be on my best behavior. Don't you worry. Yes, I'll even be amicable with them. It's the least I can do. Why should I care what kind of mood they're in? It's not my fault. They started this whole spat. They absolutely did. I invited them to my palace. I prepared a feast unlike anything had ever been seen in the kingdoms. They snubbed me. They were rude to me. Everything that happened afterwards is a cause of their rudeness. I promise I will be completely amicable with them, all right? I've done nothing to them that would make them think otherwise. I think, in fact, I've always been amicable, as you put it. They did not know I was going to do that before they snubbed me the first time. That is not even remotely an excuse. No, of course it isn't. When they decided not to show up, I hadn't beheaded anyone yet, or killed anyone, or had anyone dragged under one of my ships. And now. I told the man I would let him go, and I did. I just happened to let him go in front of my ship. It was his fault for not swimming out of the way fast enough. Ugh, this is why sometimes I don't tell you when I'm going to do these things. You cause such a fuss. Darling, you have nothing to worry about. I want peace. I didn't take over the kingdom just to war and fight and fluster. I just want peace. Neltheria deserves peace. The entire kingdom deserves peace. Everyone surrounding hell, even those fool Marvosans, deserve peace. I'll gladly give it to them. You give me peace. It's the least I can do. That's very fair. But you do give me peace, and I am always so grateful for it. So, I promise peace, amicability. Hell, I'll be downright flattering if that's what you need me to be. Of course. Now, try not to worry too much. I don't want them thinking we're nervous or anything. Darling, just because I'm being friendly doesn't mean I can't be imposing as well. I am still the king. Fair enough. But perhaps we should save that sort of conversation for after the festivities, shall we? Okay. Are you ready? Good. My dear Count, it's lovely to see you. Yes, and it is lovely to see you as well, my king. Well, I hope your journey here wasn't too taxing. No. In fact, it was quite pleasant overall. Good weather, fair roads, the company of a few fine chambermaids. It makes the trek up north quite a bit easier. Well, I'm so happy for you. Can I offer you anything? Refreshment, food, a place to wash and get the dust of the trail from you? No, I'm quite good, in fact. I simply wish to deliver a message from the nobility of the kingdom. A message? I was led to believe there would be more than just you, my good count. Was I misinformed? Well, it was our belief that perhaps you would be more receptive to a group of nobles. But in truth, we thought it best only one of us arrive to deliver. Really? That's such a fascinating stratagem. May I ask why? After what befell the Duke of the Calarian Plateau, we figured it prudent to mitigate our possible losses. My dear Count, are you worried that I'm going to kill you? I think we're all worried about what our new king is going to do. To be fair, you are, well, what's the right word for this? Unpredictable. If you're unpredictable, your enemy can't predict what you'll do. This is true in warfare, but we are not at war, my king. I am a count. These are your dukes, your duchesses, your counts and countesses, the lords and ladies of your land. You cannot rule this kingdom without us. And we, unfortunately, do need a king. Unfortunately? Should I take some offense to that? You can take it however you like. These are the simple truths, the facts, the arithmetic of the situation. One cannot deny the numbers of their situation. Your consort has the right of it, my king. I am the treasurer of the entire kingdom. Numbers, figures, facts, these are my stock in trade. Your father saw to it when it was his reign. He knew my talents, he knew of my unique perspective on the kingdom. You seem to have a unique perspective on me as well. King Rykon, you must understand that I know who you are. I know who you were. You came to our kingdom as a conqueror. You came here to bring fire and death. How would you expect us to react now that you're on the throne? It should be noted. I don't care for the term conqueror. And can I ask why? Oh, I was never a conqueror. I was a thief, a killer, a bad man, a villain. I never actually was seeking conquest. I don't wish to carve my name through the history books. Above all else, I just wanted a comfortable life. And here you sit on the throne. I would think that's quite a comfortable life, don't you? Oh, very much so. Unfortunately, it's less comfortable when I have to deal with these problems. Problems perhaps of your own making. Wouldn't you agree, my king? I have to admit you're very bold for a count. Most people wouldn't talk to me in this manner. Most people don't know how secure their position is. I am not a warrior, my good king. Nor am I some great orator, politician even. I've always been a bookkeeper. That's what I'm good at. Numbers, facts, and figures, as I said. And the numbers, the facts, and the figures say that you could kill me right now, but it would set every noble in this kingdom against you for time immemorial. This is something your father knew. I'm untouchable because I touch everyone's wealth. Without me, the kingdom would fall into ruin in a matter of weeks. In truth, I control the coin. Well, then, by your logic, if I controlled you, wouldn't I just control the coin? You'd think so, but I did not bring my books. I didn't jot my ledgers. It's just me. And you can't pry the secrets from my head. Would you like to bet on that? I'm very good at prying. Teeth, fingernails, entire tongues. There was a time I was an excellent torturer. Would you care to see? You could do your worst, but you won't. Deep down, you are a pragmatic man, and it's easier to parley with me than it ever is to torture me. Again, something your father was keenly aware of. Sometimes you have to make a deal with the devil. In this case, my good King Rykon, I'm the devil. Hmm. Funny. That's usually what people call me. I'm sure they do. But today, I'm the devil you deal with. Well then, devil, what's the parley? The nobles wish to send you a message. You are henceforth to stop the taxes on our land. We get the point. We're sorry we rebuked your initial offer. We'd be more than happy to come to the palace and discuss matters at a time beneficial to all, not just you. You are also to refrain from taking the heads of any more of our brethren. The nobility of this land have to stick together. And who knows, if heads start ending up on pikes, it's always a wonder who's up there next, my king. Ooh. And here I thought you'd be a boring bookkeeper. I've never been accused of being boring. Facts, figures, and sums, they grant their own powers, and I have quite a few of them. Well, what do I receive in return for all of this goodwill that you wish me to provide? You get a nobility that leaves you alone, that lets you harass the common folk as you so choose. We go about the business of making money and making the kingdoms prosperous. In return, we don't give a damn what you do about the people. Well, isn't that just a fascinating offer? The common folk are mine, is what you're saying. We could care less about them. They work our mines, our fields, everything else we need them to work. Why do we care past that? Because they're people. Don't you care about people? As long as the work gets done. Oh, we're nobility. We were made to rule. That is our offer. You leave us be. You withdraw your taxes. And we leave you alone to do as you wish with the people. Sound good? Well, you must forgive me, but your father was a bit kinder than him. We had no problem leaving the people in his hands. We're hoping that that arrangement continues with the new king. Be as angry and upset as you like. At the end of it all, this is the way of things. Well, I guess we'll just have to see, won't we? Yes, we will. Guards, why don't you show our esteemed guest to his chambers for the evening? I'll have an answer for you by morning, if that's acceptable to you. Oh, no need. I've acquired lodgings within the city, and I don't think I'll be telling you where. Safer for all parties. Would it be acceptable if I called on you first thing in the morning, say just past daybreak? I tend to get up early and work early. Part of being an accountant, I guess. Well, that would be lovely. I'll have breakfast waiting for us. We can take it out in one of the gardens. Perhaps a sign of fruitful relations between us. Huh? And you think you're not a poet? Well, I shall see you soon, my king. Dear consort. I have never, in all my life, wanted to kill a man the way I wish to kill him. Darling, I want to disembowel him. I may be a villain, but I have standards. Leaving the common folk to me like I'm some sort of lunatic child with a new plaything. Don't worry about pulling the arms and legs off Dolly as long as you leave mother and father alone. Does he really think he can speak to me that way? Oh, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill every last one of them. You mark my words. You're right. I know you're right, but in the short term, I think he has me, and that's not a position I like. Because I'm not usually the one on the back foot, my love. And that little pencil pusher has me on the back foot. I think it's time to accelerate my plans. The last shipment of powder came in. Perhaps it's time for a new demonstration. Have no fear, my love. Soon, we'll have these noble bastards right where we want them. And then together we'll burn them all.